So this is just, I wanted to show you my watercolor book. You can see how I started out. It's kind of sloppy. I don't really have some organization to it. And I was kind of half-hearted with it. I mean, you look at it and it looks nice and all, but it gets better. But here I penciled all this stuff out. I mean, I would take hours doing stuff like this. If you wanted to spend the time, you can. Everything was penciled out and then went over. This took a long time because I looked up all the images and different parts, and then I found the right fonts I wanted to use and meticulously copied fonts, and an eraser was used a lot, but I'm pretty proud of it. This one again, I penciled out, I graphed up my page, and you'll see an example of that in a second. And I usually started in the middle of the line and went outwards. And then threw the little text in. I just wanted to do the big highlight text first and then filled it in. Again, here I started with the A in the middle of Abraham and worked outwards after I put all my lines on my paper, and then put the little filler words in afterwards. I like to add a little bit of like a shadow with a gray marker, pretty much on everything, you'll notice. And this is an example of me penciling it out. I never finished this one. I pretty much just use the width of a ruler and make sure I find the middle, and then I work from there. Now here's an example of something I did on the hurry. It doesn't have to be fancy. Here's another one in that same book. You could tell it's a little more sloppy, but it's completely acceptable. You know, again, I probably drew out the big circle first and then decorated it after. Now this is an exact copy off a picture I found on Pinterest, and I'm showing here the white in the letters is used with a white gel pen. But no, I penciled this all out, and then it looks impressive because of all the shading, but it took a long time. Now here's some examples of lettering in my Bible, and I used watercolors with this. And I like to use the gray marker for shade. It just kind of darkens it, but then I flip over the page and you can see kind of what it looks like on the back. There is some bleed through, but you can still read and study your Bible. I'm looking for like the one other version or example I have in this particular Bible. And this was actually Tammy's tutorial way back when. So I did some lettering, and then she had us do those flowers, or she had a bunch of examples for us to use. Now this is my Inspire Bible. All the stuff you see in here, the text was already in the Bible, but you can see an example of my watercolor. And I played with the white gel pens. The eagle was there already. All that was already there. I just went over it with a Sharpie pen. But I did the painting on the background. Now here's an example of something I did just in a blank margin. The church Pastor Mark had preached on the mustard seed one time and gave out little mustard seeds to everyone there. And I had this idea. I traced the tree from a picture from my phone, and I put my phone behind the page and traced it, as well as the hand. That's why it looks so good, because I traced it.